Peter Piro, Monroe Township. I just have some comments. Like, I asked a couple basic questions from the agenda tonight. I don't understand why I couldn't get a simple answer, but I really know why. It's personal. I find it appalling of all the transparency and everything you claim you do, Ms. Skurbe, when in turn what you did was you spent $100,000 of taxpayer money for Mike Gorski to sit home and then resign. No criminal charges, nothing, nothing. He had a reprimand for whatever he did. But we paid him $102,000 to sit home. We moved the election from November to April to extend your term. Exactly. That's the reason. You didn't know the budget's going to be over 2%. It was asked at the last meeting. The budget's not even done. But of course, I'm sure now it will be over 2%. I'm sure of that. So I just think that you sit there and you claim you're transparent. You ran Mr. Dowling out of here with a sick wife at 11 months before retirement. And you made that guy, you did not rehire him. So what does he do? He goes to a smaller district because he's a phenomenal athletic director, and they paid him more money. What you've done to people is disgusting, it's personal, it's horrible, and I can't believe you could sit there and say that you don't do these things. Thank you.
In case I'm mistaken, this is a 10-member board that takes recommendations from the administration. No, I did not do those things that you accuse me of, continuously, falsely accuse. And if you would like to know, Mr. Gorski resigned.
Let's bring up. Yeah,
now,
Mr.
I'm sorry,
Gorski resigned
your time
after. No, I still have 2 minutes. Mr. Gorski resigned after you paid him to sit home. You paid our taxpayer money, over $100,000 for nothing. He was brought up on no criminal charges, none. You did some witch hunt investigation that came up with nothing.
Oh, we came up
minor things.
No, it was not.
No, because if you came up with something, he would have been charged criminally. There was nothing
that
criminal.
That is not true.
That's 100% true.
No, it is absolutely incorrect.
I did internal affairs, I did public relations, I did criminal investigations. I know how it works.
Mr. Gagliardi, would you like to address
so I'm sure though after meeting
findings
Mr.
that we
Tufano
had?
post really nice things about me on Facebook, because after every meeting he goes up there and posts things about me. So
And I'm gonna do
that's
it
fine
too.
too.
I'm going to do it tonight too. Tonight I'm going to do it too, so keep your Facebook open.
Hear that, Mr. Vito? Oh, I'm blocked from everything, Mr. Tufano, so you post about me, but I can't see it. I think Mr. Gagliardi knows that board members shouldn't be running Facebook pages bashing people. I would think that. Am I correct?
Freedom of speech.
Not when you're a public
Mr.
official.
Gagliardi,
What do you want me to address, Madam President?
the findings that we had after the
Failed.
investigation of the business office.
Well, I mean, most of that, I suspect, is related to personnel matters that we couldn't discuss publicly. But I do recall discussing publicly the expenditure of money without board approval, and that was discussed at the time. It was investigated by the board. Obviously, there's more to say, but I don't think it's appropriate for a public discussion.
Okay, thank you.
But there was nothing criminal, correct?
Whether there was or was not is not for me to say, but I don't believe...
Well, if there is, it would have to be brought to the prosecutor's office. That's state law.
Hang on one second. I don't believe there was ever any discussion about criminal charges. I don't recall that ever being the subject of discussion at this board.
But we're going to pay money for somebody to sit home and collect a paycheck for 6 months. Just like now, the taxpayer's going to pay $100 grand for an April election. Like, we are, like Ms. Frost said, we're wasting taxpayer money. This money should be spent on children, not on these ridiculous things.